The Mystery at the Cecil Hotel by Gabie LaFleur. The Cecil Hotel opened in December of 1924. This hotel was built to serve as a destination spot for international businessmen and social elites. Just a few years following the grand opening of the Cecil Hotel, the world was thrown into the Great Depression. Los Angeles was not strong enough for this economic collapse. Soon enough, the area surrounding the Cecil Hotel would become Skid Row, home to thousands of homeless people. Years following the Great Depression, the Cecil Hotel transitioned into a hotspot for suicides, overdoses, and much more criminal activity. While many referred to the Cecil Hotel as the most haunted hotel in Los Angeles, others saw this hotel as an affordable option. Elisa Lam was one of those people. Elisa was a 21-year-old girl from Vancouver, Canada. She was a student at the University of British Columbia who was traveling on a budget this summer. As the semester was ending and summer was approaching, Elisa's dream was to travel along the West Coast. After much convincing, Elisa's parents allowed her to travel alone. Elisa planned to start off in San Diego and make her way up the West Coast, ending her trip in Santa Cruz. Elisa spent her first few days of vacation in San Diego. From there, she took a train to Los Angeles, where she arrived in Los Angeles on January 28th. Upon Elisa's arrival to Los Angeles, she checked into the Cecil Hotel, where she planned on staying until February 1st. The Cecil Hotel had many different rooming options. When she first checked in, she was placed in a woman's hostel-style shared room. After 3 days into her stay, Elisa requested a private room rather than staying in the women's bunk room. On her last day in Los Angeles, Elisa visited a bookstore called The Last Bookstore. Elisa was always seen with a book in her hand, so it was only fitting to visit a bookstore on vacation. On February 1st, the day that Elisa was supposed to check out of the hotel, she was nowhere to be found. All of her possessions, including her wallet, ID, and clothes, were still in her room. Elisa Lam was missing. Around this same time, Elisa's parents had reported her missing after not hearing from her for a few days. Shortly after, Elisa Lam's family arrived in Los Angeles to help investigators in search for their daughter. On February 1st, before Elisa was announced missing, there was surveillance footage of her in the elevator at the Cecil Hotel. In the video, she appears to be alone in the elevator. After a couple of seconds passed, Elisa began acting in odd behavior. Elisa began stepping in and out of the elevator as if she was looking for someone, and at one point appeared as though she was hiding in the corner. At the end of the video, Elisa steps outside of the elevator and begins making a series of strange hand movements before walking away. This is the only footage of Elisa Lam that was found. In a press release, the LAPD said her disappearance was suspicious and may suggest foul play. Throughout the investigation, many employees were interviewed. Amy Price was the manager of the Cecil Hotel during the time of the investigation of Elisa Lam. After 19 days had passed since the disappearance of Elisa Lam, the hotel began to receive multiple complaints concerning the water. Guests complained of low water pressure, as well as the water having a foul taste. Hotel maintenance worker Santiago Lopez went to look at the 4 water tanks on the roof to see what the issue was. That was when he noticed that the hatch of the water tank was open. Lopez discovered Elisa's body floating in the water tank. Los Angeles County coroner ruled Elisa's death as accidental because the autopsy report showed no signs of physical trauma. The circumstances of Elisa Lam's death still remain unknown. While her death was reported as an accident, many believe that it was not accidental because of how restricted rooftop access was at the Cecil Hotel. In 2017, the Cecil Hotel closed down in order to undergo renovations. In 2021, the hotel reopened under the name Stay on Main. Today, the disappearance of Elisa Lam at the Cecil Hotel still remains a mystery.